What's up, guys, and welcome back, finally, to Game 2 between Goomba Gaming and Kaipi from the GameShow Global Esports Cup. I'm Mikelorus, going to be your only caster for today. This is, of course, Game 2, as Kaipi did win Game 1, dominated their lanes, and really that was the, I think, determining factor. The Bane-Mirana dual lane usually has some success, not as much as it did. Ended up with a whole bunch of kills, and it seems like Kaipi are not interested with tinkering with what already works. They're going to grab the IO Bane, same exact opening as last time. Maybe they're going to mix it up a little bit. But now it seems like for Goomba, they have access to the Winter Wyvern, would probably be one of the more desirable picks. Outside of that, you could always go for an Undying. Tusk has been banned out. Darkseer also another viable pick for Goomba. But yeah, last game was all about the lanes for the Kaipi side. All about really just taking Goomba out of their comfort zone. The defensive tri-lane of Slardar failed. And up against a dual lane that is dangerous but not really the most dangerous in the world, really shouldn't have failed as hard as it did. It was just, good play from the Bane of Boofney, who always seems like he's solid on the Bane, and of course the Sing Sing Mirana doing its fair share of work as well. We'll see if Kaipi actually want to change things up as far as who they partner up with the IO. The Gyrocopter did get out of control last game, but really that was because he got a lot of space provided to him. Tiny's going to be banned out, so it seems like we might be seeing a very similar draft overall for Kaipi after all is said and done. For Goomba, we'll see how much they want to change it up. They did go for a little bit more of a team fight oriented draft in the last game. Never really came together, although the Darkseer play was pretty good from the Goomba Gaming side. Now they have Vacuum back into Sonic Wave and Screaming Pain. It's not bad. They really do need something like a disruptor along the lines of that hero to really get it going, to make it really powerful, to make it so that if they land that combo, they will instantly win a team fight. Because at this point with these heroes, if they land that combo, they will have an edge in the team fight. They will probably win it, but there's no guarantee. If you drop a Static Storm on that combo, then you're going to win the team fight. No questions asked whatsoever. Gyrocopter also for damage won't be too bad for the Goomba side. It's going to be an Ember, Spirit Band, Spirit Breaker, Tiny, and Undying all going to hit the bin, and Kaipi are just going to grab the Mirana one more time. So if you guys missed game one, that was a pretty good laning, pretty good core Mirana game. A pretty good textbook example of what the hero can do given a decent start. Now we may or may not see that again. I mentioned last game that having a Mirana get off to such a good start is very much so a rarity. More often than not, Miranas early on will be a little bit slower to get going, miss a couple of arrows. But, I wonder what Kaipi's last pick can be. Puck. I really don't know. It could be anything. But actually, Puck seems so much better here than in last game. As Goomba Game, they grab a Shaker, Winter Wyvern. Defensive supports for sure. Heroes that can save one another should an arrow come through. But Kaipi, they are just going to run it back. Repeat game one. This time they're on the Radiant side. I'm pretty sure that's not going to make that much of a difference, honestly. It's probably going to make very minimal difference. But, yeah, for the Goomba side, they're not really switching things up in a huge way either. I mean, they are picking different heroes, but as far as their theme, as far as going for these, really, really much so team fight heavy opening, or team fight builds for the Goomba Gaming side, yeah, they're still pretty much in the same boat. Huskar's going to be banned out. Kaipi would have really struggled to deal with that here, although Bane is really good with the Brain Sap. Aside from that, the physical damage from a Mirana Gyrocopter, not exactly as high as you would really need to deal with the Huskar.
10 seconds remaining.
But Goomba, they need some scaling, and they would have loved to have a Gyrocopter or an Ember Spear, two heroes that are a little bit more AoE, a little more team fighty than any of your other carries. But as far as other options are concerned, maybe they're looking at something like a Sven is maybe a little bit difficult to play up against an IO, but they definitely have enough control to go for as late game of a last hero as they really want. And Darkseer, Queen of Pain, the CC provided by the Earthshaker, Winter Wyvern, they could probably get away with, well, honestly, anything right now. Like Spectre even seems like a viable way to go. Templar Assassin if they want to get a little bit more on the aggressive side of things. Alternatively, Alchemist actually doesn't seem terrible here for the Goomba side. They have a lot of protection for an Alchemist, and as far as Kaipi's ability to apply pressure, yeah, it is there. We saw it in the last game, but I think really the pressure that we saw in the last game was really just because the Goomba Gaming side were aggressive first. It wasn't Kaipi to start off with the aggression, although they were definitely looking for it. Goomba's the Gaming, they were aggressive and it failed, so then that let Kaipi be aggressive afterwards. But yeah, Alchemist is an available pick here for the Goomba side. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see them grab that. I wonder if we're going to see a Puck ban for Goomba. It's probably going to be one of the few times you actually see Puck being banned in this patch. Unless something really big changes and Puck suddenly becomes, top tier hero again. But there it is. I mean, for Goomba Gaming, I'm pretty sure a monkey could have made that ban. And I'm not sure, that's not insulting Goomba Gaming or anything like that, but it's like, hey, this is the exact same draft from Kaipi. They're probably going to go for the exact same thing. And Puck is so much better here than in the last game. So it is going to be a pretty easy ban out for Goomba. Again, I'm not going to insult them or anything like that. I'm just saying, pattern recognition, it's important, guys. It's really important. Batrider's instead the last pick here from the Kaipi side. Now, first of all, let's just say, Bone 7's Batrider is definitely a thing. That is the Batrider of nightmares. He's the one to fly into your nightmares and firefly you and stuff like that. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's what happens. He did play mid lane Puck in the last game. I'm not sure if the roles are going to be swapped up here at all by the Kaipi side. I can imagine Bane and Mirana still want to be partnered up together in some capacity. Batrider mid lane is not that great versus Queen of Pain. The only real way you ever get kills is if you somehow get like 7, 8 napalm stacks on a target, and then you just firefly them to death. And that's really not possible when Queen of Pain has Blink, or at least it shouldn't be possible when she has Blink. And outside of that, you're going to be filling the Queen of Pain stick up with charges every single time you cast a napalm, and you need to cast a napalm in order to hold down the lane. It seems like this pick, although it definitely is in Bone 7's comfort zone, is not really going to be a great pick in lane. Although it is a pretty good pick up against Lycan. Blink Lasso is just a non-negotiable point-click disable. And for Goomba, they don't really have any ways of breaking it. They have ways of mitigating it. The Fissure is a pretty good tool. Winter Wyvern's Curse, also not bad. Yeah, but Lycan definitely has to be careful about this Batrider. Also Grip, and two things that just cut straight through the BKB. And a split pushing Lycan, though ordinarily is pretty effective. We'll have to deal with an IO relocate with the Gyrocopter as well. And relocating a Gyrocopter into a Lycan isn't exactly the biggest. I mean, you would rather want a Tiny in that case to deal with that Lycan, because Craggy Exterior, OP. But yeah, this Batrider's lane might just be the tipping point here for Kaipi. Again, it is in the comfort zone. It is the comfort zone hero pick for the Kaipi side. I think that and Legion Commander, the two big ones for Bone 7.
5 seconds remaining.
At least, more so than other players rather. But here we go, Kaipi. Who's actually going to grab the Batrider? Kel Surprise. It is Bone 7. So Bone 7 went to the mid lane last time. Queen of Pain matchup really bad for the Batrider. I don't really see a way for Kaipi to really swap that up. I mean, you really just do need the Mirana and Bane to be in lane together. Roaming Mirana is definitely a thing to be scared of if you're Goomba. If you're that mid lane, then the Firefly is guaranteed to do some damage if you, land the arrow properly. But aside from that, I'm not really sure if this Batrider is going to get off the ground. Get it? But outside of that, Kaipi, they're going to be putting a lot of stock in their dual lanes from before. They worked last time, but there's no guarantee that they'll work again. I would assume it's going to be pretty much the exact same lane, at least for the Darkseer. Darkseer going up against Gyro Io. And it was a pretty balanced lane for the most part. It really got really bad once Goomba tried to gank it, because this defensive lane went so poorly. It is really going to be the top lane for Kaipi that is going to be a little bit more up in the air. Again, you can make this lane work once, but now the enemy knows it's coming. Will it work again? I'm not really sure. I guess this time for Goomba, they have two melee heroes involved in that lane. Winter Wyvern is really good at saving allies from arrows and saving allies from nightmares as well. Lycan and Earthshaker definitely not as much so. Their ability to go aggressive is there, but it's not decisively stronger than their ability to go aggressive in the last game, so I'm not really sure if I like the setup for Kaipi. Mostly just because they already tried to do it, and it's going to depend a lot on Bone 7 to get stacks in the jungle. I guess that is, to some extent, what IO is usually going to do. So I'd expect a lot of those coming out from this IO. Yeah, stacking up for the Batrider, gets fast Blink Dagger, and suddenly Kaipi are right back on that aggressive tempo game. And that is, pretty much what won them the last game. But here we go. Going to be loading out into their lanes. Boofney's going to be leading the charge as the Bane got Bone 7 on the Batrider. Beast says Gyrocopter. Sing Sing is going to be playing the Mirana. Come With Me is on the Io over on the Goomba side. They're smoked up, unfortunately. Going the wrong way. Got Skabo leading the charge at what looks like the offlane Queen of Pain, or Queen of Pain expecting a Batrider matchup, rather. Edie's on the Shaker. We got the Heroine Dealer on the Lycan. We Wambos on the Winter Wyvern down towards bottom lane. It's Chill's Darks here. This is definitely not an off-lane build for the Queen of Pain. This is a mid lane expecting a Bat Rider, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be correct. Bone 7 is going to fly down into the pit of death. Seems got to be careful here. You only have a fissure worth of damage, or worth of CC rather. Arctic Burn is pretty good, but Kaipi have no idea that there's heroes up here, so nobody tells them. Well, now they see him. Okay, well that's not going to happen anymore. Burn onto Gyrocopter right now. Fissure is going to be thrown on the wrong side, however. Gyrocopter is going to be fine. Everyone else will charge forward, grab a bounty rune. In fact, 2 bounty runes will be procured by the Goomba Gaming side. So already off to a much better start than last game, that's for sure. They'll chase after Sing Sing, they won't be able to catch him. Same thing for Boofney, who's kind of found himself in an awkward position, but still, just being able to force everyone away, grabbing both bounty runes, and Goomba are pretty much off to the races. It is going to be the worst possible lane for Bat Rider, I feel. Especially not getting that bounty rune. You can see with this build, no damage at all, no null talisman or anything like that. That's not really what you want to be going for as Bat Rider anyway. Is going to be outlasted by Scabo. He really desperately needs his bottle so that he can keep throwing out that napalm. You can see even with like 3-4 stacks of napalm on these creeps, he's really struggling to get those last hits because Scabo's attack animation is just so damn good. And as I was saying before, the another real strength of the Queen of Pain versus Bat Rider matchup is the fact that once you get the magic wand, you can use that extra mana that you have very easily. Just spam out Shadow Strike, spam out Screams. Boofney up toward top lane, a lot of trouble. Big howl hit here from the heroine dealer. Boofney will get peeled off, and now Sing Sing actually has an arrow. Will chuck it into Edie. Unfortunately, not onto their Lycan target. Still trading hits, but this time, I mean, it's about even damage done to either side. And for Goomba to have 3 heroes and have an even damage trade, that's really not supposed to be happening. Again, that is to some extent the downside of Shaker. Has a fissure, and that is incredibly useful for opening up those engagements. But as far as applying sustained pressure in the lane, Earthshaker is not that hero. Lycan, once he gets boots, is going to be that hero, at least a little bit better at doing it. But again, let's look at the bottom lane, because it's probably going to be the only time we're going to be looking at it. They just got done playing this lane, so it's pretty much the exact same thing. Gyrocopter is going to be force lasted under his tower, which kind of sucks. Ion Shell is really difficult to deal with. Chill should be, for the most part, fine. And we'll see if he is actually able to punish the IO at all. IO, again, should be making stacks, or at least as many as he can. Mid-lane matchup, the Bat Rider has to be careful. Boofney has to be a little bit more careful, perhaps. Burn is there, can do a lot of damage to the Bane. Sing Sing just going to poke at them for a little bit, cancel a Clarity or 2 here and there. Boofney still doesn't have Nightmare just yet. There is no arrow angle. Wambo's going to dodge it. Still a lot of right-click damage onto this Winter Wyvern. The Mirana base damage, not super high. Really, it was only significantly high last time because of the fact that they had such a fast set of phase boots. And I'm expecting Sing Sing to go for the same exact build here, but last time he got first blood and he got like a double kill or a triple kill or something like that. That kind of accelerates you into your phase boots. It kind of helps. But as of right now, the Lycan and the Mirana are trading CS evenly. And for a defensive tri-lane for Goomba, that is not a good scenario. We have Io actually leaving the bottom lane. This is like they're just going to leave this Gyrocopter to his own devices. Come With Me is invisible, although it sure as hell doesn't look like it. Not really sure if this Io is actually able to help out that much. Boofney now getting hit with the burn. He's going to take a lot of damage right now. Does Brain Sap. Fissure is coming in. Boofney is looking to be first blood right now. Trying to Nightmare himself. Won't get it off in time. The heroine dealer is going to grab the last hit. So yeah, Come With Me doesn't actually add much kill potential to this lane. Like, the sustain is kind of nice, I guess. The overcharge is kind of nice, but this is only level 2 Io we're talking here. He's going to put another bottle charge into Sing Sing, which is, again, very useful, but it's really the bottom lane for the Kaipi side that needs that extra sustain, because this is Gyrocopter who has to deal with Ion Shell harassment. The range of Gyrocopter isn't that high. The attack damage of Gyrocopter isn't that high either, so he can't really easily focus down the Ion Shelled creeps. I feel like this Io is kind of just wasting his time up here. It'll even be more worth his time to start stacking up the jungle for the Bat Rider, who is having a much more even time in this lane than I would really expect. Level 2 Napalm up. You can't really kill off the Queen of Pain. That never really is supposed to happen. But still, they're pretty much trading CS evenly, which for this lane, I would expect to be going a lot worse for the Kaipi side. Of course, Bone 7 will have those stacks to accelerate himself in the future. The Queen of Pain can do that, but really doesn't need to most of the time because of how powerful she is in lane. Scabo, oh, he's going to find Come With Me. Shadow Strike is going to be thrown. Come With Me has illusions, but that won't really help him that much. Scabo has a level 2 Scream right now. Will that instantly get the kill? It seems like it will. Scream is actually going to, well, not quite do it. Come With Me, bottle charging up now. Scabo, he's going to get hit with the Flame Break. Bumps back a little bit. Has another Blink out, and he should be fine to get away. He will. Still Still a lot of easy damage being dealt to this IO. Come with me. Now with only one bottle charge left, he's going to put it into Bone 7. And then he's probably going to be forced to go all the way back. Maybe get a stack on his way back. But the early phase definitely going a lot better for Goomba. Whereas for last game, we had pretty much all of the Kaipi heroes on top of the chart, or very close to it. Now it's a little bit more even. And the fact that they didn't lose any heroes to the Mirana yet certainly is helpful. She is still probably going to go for phase boots. Ring of Aquila, or Ring of Basilius rather, first. But I don't really know if there are many opportunities here for this Mirana. Lycan has actually gotten out of the lane for a little bit. I don't mind this. Lycan's jungling speed is not exactly the highest, but it is possible enough so that it's worth his time giving some experience to the Shaker and the Winter Wyvern. I'm trying to go for Chill, but much like last game, no lockdown. Probably can't get this kill, despite how fast they're going. Another Rocket Barrage. Will they get this kill? Chill. Oh, Surge not going to do it. It's a level 2 Surge as well. Now the cooldown is going to protect the Gyrocopter. Will hit Scabo twice. Do a lot of damage to the Queen of Pain. I was not expecting them to have that much movement speed. With Phase Boots and Tether, I don't know exactly how fast Gyrocopter's moving, but it's enough to keep up with the Surge, apparently. 365, 400-ish. That's a lot of movement speed on the Gyrocopter. I did not expect that kill to happen, but I guess Darkseid was just very far away from his tower, so it is good enough. Now they're going to try to Rocket Barrage into Scabo. That won't work out. 416-ish movement speed without Phase Boots active. No, definitely going to do it. And this is very similar to what happened in the last game. Queen of Pain even rotating out to really not get that much done. This is even more free time for Bone 7 to farm up mid. As his bottle doesn't really have that much gold towards his Blink, but he has a Haste Rune. He also has level 6. That is almost as good as a Blink. Over towards top lane, however, Nightmare is there onto Wambo. Earthshaker is going to drive away Sing Sing, so it looks like that Nightmare is just going to be a nightmare. But still, Kaipi, they're poking and prodding on this top lane. No Phase Boots on the Mirana just yet. Can't really do a ton of right-click damage to these heroes, and does have to watch out. Splinter Blast Fissure in and of itself, that does hurt. Phase Boots now up on the Mirana, so now it's going to be a little more painful. And now we're starting to see exactly what we saw in the last game. And that is the Kaipi hero is a little bit more closer to the top of the last hit bracket than, at least closer to the top than on the bottom, let's say. Bone 7 is going to clear off a majority of that stack. 1,200 gold towards his Blink Dagger. Haste Rune's still up, level 6. He did grab that lasso in the end. Sometimes we see Bat Riders delay the lasso simply because they know that they're not going to need it until they have their Blink. It's better to have it and not need it, I think, than not have it and need it. It is 1-1 right now. Pretty much a mirrored game, although the Bat Rider is now outlast hitting Scabo. There's to some extent because the Bat Rider just cleared out a stack, and those are very easy CS to have, but now he's looking to teleport down towards bottom lane. Haste is going to make the Bat Rider just as fast as the Darkseer. It looks like he should not have been spotted. Up towards top lane now. Oh, Sing Sing completely swamped in heroes. Nightmare's going to get pulled off by a wolf. Sorry for missing that, guys, but Sing Sing getting walled off from his escape. However, now Chill's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get pulled back real far. They're going to wait for the Surge if they can, or just buzz him with the rockets and the call down. Chill's going to fall to the call down of Visa. Very easy gank there by Bone 7. There's no vision here for the Darkseer, relying heavily on his Surge to get himself out of there, although we've already seen that Surge isn't necessarily going to be enough to get you out of there every single time, especially when you actually can't cast any spells. Lasso into Rocket Barrage and call down. Good combo. Going to be another kill richer for Bone 7. And at the same time, leaving Come With Me now in the mid lane to get his farm up. This mid lane seems like it's kind of devoid of heroes for Goomba. And Queen of Pain did go up to the top lane, get herself a little bit of assistance for that kill. But you're leaving the mid lane empty for a very large portion of time. That's a lot of experience going down the tube that someone can be getting. Obviously you want it on Queen of Pain, but really everyone's missing out on that for the team. And yeah, they're slowing down Mirana up towards top lane. Mirana now going to go for Wambo. Point blank arrow. Stars are going to fall. Double hit onto the Winter Wyvern. Well, with the Embrace, looks like she will not be able to get that kill, at least not super easily. A couple more right clicks onto Wee Wambo. She's getting body blocked by the Wolves. Mirana will call it quits. Splinter Blast is there. Edie looking for a fissure. With the Wolves will just get it, actually. Don't even need the fissure from Edie. Mirana underestimating the power of those Wolves. Going to overcommit slightly for Winter Wyvern. And is going to pay the ultimate price. 2-3. But again, for Mirana to die in the off lane, it didn't happen last game, but for the most part, that's what you would expect. Especially since the Bane has since rotated out. It's going to look to help out the Gyrocopter. As long as they have call down, getting a kill on this Darkseer is possible. Granted, now there are many trees missing, so Chill should see this one coming. It is also daytime. Chill is going to, in fact, see the Bane. In fact, he's going to see him twice. He's actually going to go into the side shop. Oh, this is a bad place for Chill to be. And yeah, Bane's going to cut him off. Chill has nowhere to run anymore. He's going to put up the Iron Shell. He's going to put up the Surge, try to run, but instantly the Nightmare is there. call down, rocket barrage, it's all turned on, and Chill's gonna die so quickly right now. Fissure's gonna save him maybe for a little bit, but no, not long enough. Here comes Scabo, blink forward, Sonic Wave onto 2, Moonlit Shadow is there, however, and Splinter Blast will kill off the IO. Boofny's still in invis. No detection here just yet, but they have a scream. They will know that Gyrocopter's still in the corner. Unless they didn't see that scream, Gyrocopter's just stuck. Enchant Totem, he's gonna try to fight it out with Edie. He'll still strive for 18 HP. Edie's gonna live at 4 HP. Whew, that was a little bit close. In the meantime, Batrider's gonna find the Lycan, kill him off without needing the lasso. Big kill for the Batrider. That's gonna give him his blink. It is gonna be a 2 for 2 across the map. Moonlight Shadow from the Mirana definitely helpful, but the Scream and Pain for Queen, as well as Sonic Wave, both cut through invis. And relocate now down towards the bottom lane. It's just Comfy. He's gonna find the Earthshaker. Oh wow, what a relocate from the IO. Surprise! Relocates up. Come with me is even gonna stick around and farm the wave with his spirits. What a baller play from an IO. Zeus, eat your heart out. He's not even gonna get the creep wave, unfortunately, for the IO. But still, it's 2 kind of cheesy pickoffs from Kaipi. 1 Bone 7 just finding the Lycan, and Lycan not with Shapeshift available, just gonna get picked off. And now he's looking for mid lane, perhaps. He has that lasso, only with an IO to help him out, though. Really needs someone else here. Can he go for the courier? Well, he's not gonna have a blink dagger, so he definitely cannot. However, Mirana is coming in, so Bone 7, once this burn wears off, he can look to jump right in. Mirana still sticking kind of around the north lane, so looks like they won't jump in just yet. But the blink dagger's been revealed. Bone 7 also didn't really try that hard to hide the blink dagger of last game on his puck. So Goomba will know about this. Again, Observer is going to be at a premium for them. Map vision means that you can keep yourself maybe just slightly safer up against this bat. But it's not going to be completely safe. Oh man, Scabo taking so much damage from this IO. This is a level 7 IO versus a level 9 Queen of Pain. IO though in a little bit of trouble perhaps. Wambo is closing in pretty quickly. Fissure. Oh, and it's now in range. They land the curse. Come With Me is in a lot of trouble right now. Flame Break will bump them both back. Come With Me is going to dive away with the tether. And he will be fine. Winter's Curse, Fissure. That's not good enough. You need Scabo there to do the damage. Scabo though just not healthy enough to do so. And they waste the curse. That's the first curse usage of the Winter Wyvern, doing barely any damage actually. And while this is happening, Lycan, he's abandoned the lane in favor of jungling. Now again, I do like this decision if they had someone up here just like absorbing experience. They don't even have to be like getting CS, because once they show themselves, then Sing Sing is going to be looking for the arrow angles and you might actually die. But there's no point in jungling when you can lane, because laning just gives you more. And this threat on this top lane is, you know, decently high, but it's not really supposed to be enough to scare off a Lycan. So it's kind of another wasted area of the map for Goomba. Like, first of all, their mid lane has been kind of dry of heroes, and top lane now is devoid of heroes as well. They're all in the bottom lane looking for this Gyrocopter, I guess, but even if they try to go for the Gyrocopter, there's no guarantee that they get those kills. Call down level 4 flat cannon can very easily turn a fight around. We've seen it time and time again. A team thinks, hey, 3v1 into the Gyrocopter, let's do this. Oh, relocate over towards the bottom lane, or mid lane now. Here comes the Gyrocopter. Call down is there. They're also going to grip him up. And Boofny is going to lay the hurt in onto the Lycan that way. It's going to be the IO to grab the kill because Come With Me deserves it, clearly. Relocate's going to yank them back towards bottom, it seems. Not really sure where. Seems like, oh, just out of harm's way. Goomba positioning 4 heroes in this bottom lane to get absolutely nothing done. And now Sing Sing is looking for a snipe on a Scabo. Scabo's not going to see this angle coming, although the angle isn't perfect for Mirana either. He's going to get an arrow right down the lane. Scabo's going to get hit square in the face. Here comes the double stars. I don't think that's quite going to be enough, although no, it will. Oh, I'm underestimating the damage potential of Mirana now. That's an arrow that lands mostly because it is nighttime, of course. Queen of Pain thought the darkness was her ally. She was wrong. Darkness is Sing Sing's ally because he is the Beaver Knight. How sick was that reference? That was smooth. I wasn't planning that, guys. I swear, it just kind of happened. Easy kill for Sing Sing. 1-2-0. Not exactly the performance of last game, yet still he's on a very similar track. Net worth being led by the Gyrocopter. Batrider in second place, and Queen of Pain really has yet to do that much. 0-1-3 is going to go for an Orc, an incredibly useful item up against pretty much the entirety of Kaipi, but doesn't really have that much bulk, and I think at this point Bone 7 may just be able to kill her off by himself. Blink Lasso, Firefly, maybe that's good enough. It'll definitely be very close, and it probably is not going to be a play that Bone 7 really wants to be making, because why bother making it that close when you could just as easily have a hero with you and get the kill automatically. But for right now, Goomba, they're going to smoke up. Not to go for Roche, to go for bottom lane. And the hero that they may find is Boofny. Boofny right now is remaining hidden. The smoke will be blown on the heroin dealer, and well, Boofny does not see them just yet. He knows that someone's here because he sees the ogres aggroed off. And now Echo Slam is immediately there. Fissure as well. Shapeshift and Boopty is going to get torn to shreds. That's a very easy kill. Moonlight Shadow still active. Bone 7 and Mirana trying to get this tower in the meantime. Skabo is here, but by himself can't really do that much. They lose the Bane. An acceptable loss for Kaipi if it means getting a tower in trade, and they will definitely do so.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They might lose a tower themselves. Bottom lane Goomba, they're kind of waffling around, not really sure if they should be going in for it. Bone 7's going to arrive. We'll try his best to deny it, I think, and we'll get it, actually. The Wolves are right on top of him, however, with Surge. Vacuum back as well. Bone 7 suddenly in a lot of trouble. There's no mana, however, onto Edie. So Bone 7's going to get real deep into the trees. Still, the Wolves are chasing after him. Here comes the relocate. It's actually Mirana here, looking for Chill. Starstorm going to double hit on the arrows. Chill is going to take just right clicks to death, it seems. Curse is now up onto the Mirana, taking a big Splinter Blast, but she has a leap, and Kaipi still rejuvenating her by just a little bit. Relocate back out, all the way up towards the North River. That was a super clutch relocate out from the Come With Me Io. But the lasso's still up here on the Batrider. Jump in, lasso, and call down onto the Lycan. And with the Sonic Wave there, Bone 7 may have overcommitted. Splinter Blast will not kill off the Batrider just yet, and Gyrocopter is still swinging. He will kill off the Lycan now. Rocket Barrage again will kill off the Queen of Bane. Now they're onto Wambo. Edie is still here, but he still has no mana. Oh, that's the price you pay for not going for Arcane Boots or Soul Ring. Straight rushing the Blink Dagger. It's nice if you can get it up by this time, but he just doesn't have it yet, Edie. It is going to be Kaipi getting away with absolute murder. Bone 7, don't die to these creeps, because that will be embarrassing. But they relocate back up towards the top lane, take down the tier 1. And it's going to be nothing but wins over the past couple of minutes for Kaipi, not losing really much of anything. Tower trades even. Now for Goomba, this Earthshaker, though he wasn't able to contribute a hell of a lot in the bottom lane, still is very close to his Blink Dagger. And Edie's Earthshaker especially is a hero that you have to be very scared of. Chill's going to walk right into an arrow, however. They have an overcharge here. Double stars are going to fall. There is no relocate out, but they'll kill off the Darkseer anyway. Edie, if he gets this kill, should have his Blink Dagger, and he will be able to do so. Queen of Pain's going to grab it now. Blink, Come With Me will not find that one. But they traded Darkseer for Mirana. Usually an okay trade in this game. It's a little bit better than normal since Earthshaker gets his Blink Dagger. Also, the Mirana just worth more than the Darkseer at this stage. So a great trade for Goomba to be making. Still, it is kind of... I'm not really sure how intentional that Darkseer play was. I'm going to run into the arrow. There's nothing that can possibly go wrong there. It might have been accidental. Who knows? But for Goomba, Edie now has a Blink Dagger. This is a pretty fast one for support Earthshaker. Boofney, well, he's smoked up. He's going to be spotted by the Wolves on the incoming. But the Batrider's going to still find Wee Wambo. Now here comes the Rockets. That should just be enough to kill the Winter Wyvern, and it will. Very easy smoke gank. Not on the kill that they wanted. They wanted the Lycan, obviously. But a kill's a kill, and that's it's good enough. Oh, but Boofney is still here. He's going to Nightmare himself, but I don't think he can get away from this one. Fissure being thrown towards the south just in case there was reinforcements, which there weren't. Yeah, but Bane sticking around for a little bit too long. Again, I'm not really sure why you stick around there as Bane, but who knows? Who knows? Still, Kaipi are in a pretty comfortable position. They have the lasso. It's now... Well, it should be level 2. Yeah, he kills off these creeps, and it will be level 2. Gotta get that reduced cooldown. Much like the Clockwork Hookshot, you technically get more duration, which is nice, but really, what you really want is just the uptime on the lasso. Being able to go in every 15 seconds more. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely does add up. Right now, bottom lane tier 1 getting pushed in. Gyrocopter, Sanj, and Helmet Dominator is hitting very hard right now. They're looking for the tower deny. Should be able to get it. Unless Hero Cardi. Oh, the Necrobook's going to grab it. Winter's Curse is available right now. They'll land onto Sing Sing. There's a sentry on the deck. Another one is there. Call down. Now being deployed, however, onto a whole bunch of heroes. He's going to jump to the backlines. Will fail to get actually any kills as they do straight relocate out. Gyrocopter, however, left behind is under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Sentries have been dropped. They'll Echo Slam blindly, not do that much damage, and Gyrocopter will just slip out of there. Io is going to return with the Gyrocopter, it seems. Okay, well, Mirana's still in the area. Splinter Blast is going to be thrown, not going to do enough damage. Now Sing Sing with the arrow. It's going to be pitched in straight towards Edie, who walks right back into it. Bone 7's going to fly in. He has lasso if needed. He's just going to go Firefly straight over to Earthshaker and looking for Wambo, who's stuck in a corner, actually has nowhere to go, so they don't even need the lasso at this point. They'll just right-click him down. Come With Me's IO play in this game has been absolutely insane. And of course, shoot arrow, hit arrow. Game plan of every Mirana in the world, but Sing Sing showing us how it's done. But for sure, it's Kaipi's IO play that's been coming up with the biggest plays this game. Whereas last time it was the Bane Mirana. This time it's just all IO, man. All IO all day. No one died there from the Kaipi side, and that's what you get, Goomba, when you're trying to engage, 4v3 kind of even-ish fight into a Gyrocopter, who's at this point level 13 and so tanky. Like, Helmet of Dominator gives you a good amount of armor. +5 doesn't sound like a lot, but with the S and Y, he has so much armor to protect his health. There is no more Curse here. There's no more Echo Slam here. Chill's going to throw a Vacuum. Does nothing. Skabo's going to jump in now. Fissure will clip onto the Marauder, but she will leap away from it. So there's no follow-up. And it looks like everyone else from Kaipi going to get away. Goomba's just scrambling to mount any sort of offense here. And yeah, the Lycan does have his Necro Book, and yeah, level 3 Necro Book, really good up against Moonlight Shadow, really good at just solo killing heroes. At this point, Goomba should have at least like taken another tower here. Only one tower has fallen so far for the Kaipi side. Either kill off the tower or kill off Roshan. Now that they have the Orchid and Queen of Pain, Skabo will be able to help out a little bit more, but so far this Queen of Pain's contributions to this game have been, kind of lukewarm. It just seems like Goomba, they are kind of not all on the same page. They really do need a Blink Echo Slam to start a fight, or a Vacuum Wall to start the fight, or a Winter's Curse into Vacuum, something along those lines. But so far, we've seen none of that. It's just been Kaipi to every single time get the initiation off, and their initiation is going to be so much easier now that the Bat Rider has his Force Staff. So if you're not immediately ready as an Earthtaker or Winter Wyvern, Blink, Lasso, Force Staff out, Bone 7 can get those initiations out of nowhere. And at this point, he has more than enough damage follow-up with his teammates. Like, even just a Brain Sap might just be enough. Maybe not, but, it'll be close. Gyrocopter's going to clean out a monster stack of Ancients, 1,500, 1,700-ish, afterwards, after killing off this dragon. Only buys a TP, so I was right. My math was right, guys. Come on. Of course it's right. Yeah, this Gyrocopter is getting into a very similar position as last game. Blink in, Lasso on Skabo, and the Shaker Winter Wyvern were not prepared. They'll throw out a Fissure, but it's too late. Queen of Pain already dead. And Bone 7, Undercover Moonlight Shadow, is going to get relocation support. Now here comes Sing Sing. Immediately he's going to get cursed up, but there's no damage follow-up to this. It's just Come With Me hitting his ally. It doesn't matter at all. Jump forward. They still have the arrow. They'll land a double Star Storm onto Wee Wambo. Double Echo Slam, though, is going to kill off the Mirana. Come With Me is going to get yanked back out. He'll be fine. Blink forward from Bone 7, though. Going to lay some Napalm down. Has a Flame Break. That's about all he has. Long range Flame Break. Not going to connect to Wambo. And now Bone 7 is overcommitted. He's going to get Force Staff out. Charge in from the Lycan. He's going to wander right into a Nightmare. However, there's also a grip here as needed. Oh, relocate. No, wait, that was actually a Blink out. As Come With Me is also going to show himself. Going to try straight TP. The Fissure is going to be there. Now Come With Me. This Ghost Scepter is going to have to get himself an escape. I don't know if it can survive for that long. He's going to try to deny himself to the Ancients. Will go right through, and now should get a little bit of cover from Visa, who's going to put Edie into a corner right now. You can't blink out of that one. Looking for the Ancient Die won't happen. Come With Me. Still running away from the Necro units, but he'll survive in the end. Clutch escapes from Come With Me in this game. 2-1 and 7 is even going to get the kill on the ranged Necro unit for a little bit of bonus gold. Kaipi, they overcommit on their Mirana, and they do end up losing here, but that's still the trade for Kaipi, having the Gyrocopter survive, having the Bat Rider survive, and I guess at this point, having the Io survive. Absolutely massive trade still for the Kaipi side. Bone 7's looking again for Skabo. This time he's going to jump in and, well, lasso a creep. Got him. That creep is so dead right now, like, just gonna, yeah, rest in peace, creep. You're just dead. Shit happens, and I'm pretty sure just by himself he probably wouldn't be able to kill off the Queen of Pain anyway, so you just got, it's all about sending a warning shot. It's all about letting the enemies know who's boss, and that's exactly what Bone 7 just did. Goomba really have yet to bring this team fight together. Like, that Echo Slam was good. There was no wall vacuum. The curse was, I feel like, more reflex than anything else. It's like the Winter Wyvern seeing the relocate and thinking, oh shit, I better prepare my Winter's Curse no matter what. He's cursed with the Mirana, like, she's just gonna sit there, take like 100 damage from her IO. Not really good enough for an ultimate that has such a long cooldown. You really need a little bit more than that. Like, at that point, all you really need is Fissure into disengage. And it's not that difficult. Moonlight Shadow now up. I don't think anyone on the Radiant side were spotted by it. Or were spotted by the Dire. They're gonna scout Roshan, looking for Lycan, not find him. Observer is going to be placed by Boofney. He is clearing out, but Edie's going to jump right on him. Queen of Pain is also here. Boofney in a lot of trouble. Oh, there's the blinking for Bone 7. Gets cursed up immediately. Boofney is going to fall. Here comes the relocation support from the backlines. They'll lose the Earthshaker. Wall does drop. Come With Me and Sing Sing now in a little bit of trouble. Wambo is stuck in the Ancients. However, the Gyrocopter's stuck in the Roche pit, fighting up against the Lycan. Don't really know if he has enough backup. Sing Sing's winning the man fight. Up in the north side, he'll get stunned up by Edie, who bought back. Sing Sing's going to fall. Now, Gyrocopter's still alive right now. Missile onto the Lycan is going to slow him down a little bit. It's a 3-for-1 so far. Kaipi are going to come right back in with the IO. Get this Gyrocopter a little bit more HP, and it looks like the Gyrocopter should be fine. Goomba, they only lose the the Queen of Pain and the Earthshaker there. Yes, forced to buy back, but it's a small price to pay to kill off both the Batrider and the Mirana. But oh no, Lycan, he's trying to go for Roche all by himself. He doesn't seem to realize the Gyrocopter's still here. He'll just die to come with me. Heroin dealer, what are you doing, dude? I mean, they saw the IO there. Lycan was taking a little bit too much damage from Roche. That was just a mistake, pure and simple. Like, there's no other way of putting it. That was just a little bit of a fuck up there from the Lycan. Shit happens, I suppose, but shit isn't supposed to happen that badly. And now, well, Kaipi, they know that Goomba are thinking about going for that Roche. And Sing Sing, maybe if he plays things a little bit more defensively, he could have gotten an escape there, or he just didn't expect the Shaker to come in that fast. But Bone 7 does have another lasso right now. The Observer is still on the hill for Goomba, so they see, you know, a good deal here. Not exactly how much they see, that's what they see. Now that Mirana's trying to go in, Bone 7 is now in the air. He's going to clear out the wards, get rid of the Observer. Now look to jump in. He's going to jump in. Catch Edie. That's the hero that can respond. He's going to put him on the hill right now. Chill's also going to jump on the hill, but everyone's going to go on the hill into an Echo Slam at that. Great combos, and they're going to bump Chill back down to the low ground. They will lose the Bane immediately. Call down is up, however, and the Gyrocopter sitting on the hill is actually firing everyone's Flat Cannon. Come with me stuck on the low ground. Somehow he's the only one to not be up here. Bone 7 still also on the low ground as well. Will be chased down. Moonlight Shadow does not help you up against the Necro units. Come with me. He's going to try to hug the hill. Hopefully they have enough damage to force this Lycan away. He's going to run out of Shapeshift, actually. And tether back in. Come with me. Oh no, he's stuck in a corner now. He'll leap down for the Mirana. They'll lose the IO. But now Mirana's going to start to give chase to the Lycan. Missile's going to slow him down. There's a high level missile. Starstorm's there as well. And the Lycan will just be worked down by the Mirana. Here comes Wambo. He's going to curse the Mirana for a couple seconds of stun duration. One Wolf, one Necro unit. That's not going to do it. Gyrocopter doesn't have a TP out. Sing Sing going to turn around and fight Wambo. What are you doing, Sing Sing? Leap away. There you go. He has an arrow for a turnaround. Is he going to chuck it? Is it going to land? There it is. Here it comes. Wambo, you better move, man. Who almost moved right into it. But yeah, the Gyrocopter needs some help here. I'm pretty sure Courier is coming out. So he'll be fine. But for Goomba, that was almost the ideal team fight. Almost. Not really. I mean, you put two heroes up on the hill like that, you get an Echo Slam off on them. You should expect to take a better fight there. But Gyrocopter on a hill is actually pretty legit. Like, yeah, he can't get down. He may actually not be able to get down again. TP canceled by a Fissure. Wambo, don't land up there. Here comes the relocation support. Can't come with me, live for long enough so that he can yank this Gyrocopter out. Walls deployed. Gyrocopter's going to walk right into it. In the meantime, come with me taking a hell of a lot of damage. Will be stunned up a little bit. Can he survive? He's going to tether out. He's going to get hit with the Sonic Wave. They do lose the Gyrocopter. Chill is going to be stuck on the high ground now. Arrow will fly over, will miss. Bone 7 is going to lay Firefly absolutely everywhere. Starstorm will kill off Chill. Now no one's on the hill. Boofney, though, is chasing after Wambo. Has a grip. He needs only a couple seconds to actually get a kill with that. Bone 7, in the meantime, getting chased away by Scabo. And with Mirana, they'll chase back Scabo. Boofney, though, has to deal now with the Bane. We'll get Force Staffed out by Bone 7. There's a Flame Break here, but that's about all they have. Fissure will wall off the Lycan, but he still should be enough to kill off Boofney. Yeah, the Bane doesn't really have much of an escape path here. He'll fall. These skirmishy fights are really working out well here for Goomba. Sing Sing, though, looking for an arrow angle. Will throw it. A Wolf is going to intercept. And, well, now Lycan can actually be attempted for real now. Kaipi do not have a lasso. They'll blink in, put Firefly all up in this Roche pit. And Sing Sing still here. Is going to get silenced, although he does a Mantis Style who get rid of it immediately. Bone 7 is back in there. Flame Break, and the Firefly is adding up. Scabo's got to be really careful right now. Moonlight Shadow is back in, and Scabo is going to blink away. Blink forward. Arrow's going to absolutely miss everything. Can't shoot arrow, hit arrow every single time, Sing Sing. But just with the Batrider, just with the Mirana, they are able to hold Roche, and now here comes Come With Me. They're going to try to steal the rest of this. There's a Wolf scouting out absolutely everything. Chill has a blink, vacuum, and a curse. Really well done. Where's the damage follow-up? Not quite there yet. The lose Come With Me, yes. But Bone 7's going to land the lasso. Sing Sing still firing, trying to go for that Roche. I don't know if he can outlast it the Lycan, though. It's going to be really difficult. Mirana's still trying to go for it. Mirana does grab the Aegis, has a leap out, is going to throw Stars, jump over the cliff, and she'll be fine. He's going to turn out for an arrow. Now here comes the call down. Visa's back. He's going to instantly kill off the Lycan. And, well, Mirana is going to actually, once again, Mantis Style out of the silence. Now the grip on a Scabo. Mirana looking to lose the Aegis now, but no, she'll survive 50 HP. She'll survive in total. Gyrocopter comes in after cleaning up everyone else, and with the grip from Boofney, breaks Goomba. Sing Sing somehow gets out of there. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the plan there for Mirana. He expected to die and lose the Aegis, which would have been completely okay for the Kaipi side. But after all is said and done, I don't even know how many kills were traded. But I can tell you something, Kaipi, they came out ahead in the end. Not by a ton. Like, they ended up losing the Mirana and Gyrocopter a couple of times there. And these heroes are worth a hell of a lot for Goomba. But now the end result is that Mirana has the Aegis. I believe the Aegis snatched. It was actually the Dire to kill it off. So yeah, the Lycan got the gold, got the experience. That's kind of nice for Goomba, I suppose, but really they wanted the Aegis so that they can start going and making some aggressive plays. Not necessarily going to come about this time. As Kaipi are barely able to edge out to win there. I feel like Goomba may be underestimating the power of Batrider in the Roche Pit. Just being able to get that flying, well, I don't really know what it's called, flying unit typing or something like that. Like, just being able to dip in and out of the Roche Pit, kind of play games with these cliffs. And of course, drag people out, but the Firefly damage was not really respected there from Goomba. I mean, they were sitting in Firefly for so long. It does 70 damage per second. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're sitting in there for like 5 seconds, yeah, on everyone, it's gonna hurt. Chill now in a little bit of trouble because he's pushing, but suddenly Nightmare. Chill, what would break first, your spirit or your body? Seems like they'll brain sap him. They don't even want to grip him up, and they don't even have grip actually. Chill's gonna try to make a break for it. But suddenly Batrider's here. He's going to bump him back. Has a lasso. Really doesn't want to use it and doesn't have to. Relocate is going to turn up towards top. Arrow's going to intercept on the Scalba though. There's a curse on the Come With Me. But the BKB's up on the Gyrocopter. He's going to do so much damage to everyone. Come With Me will fall in the end. Echo Slam only into Sing Sing right now. Can he leap out of this? He'll lose his Aegis it seems. But the Gyrocopter's taking no focus in the meantime. He's going to go straight for Edie. No, the Lycan is going to get put into the lasso by Bone 7. Now they're all going to focus down this Wolf. He's not going to have enough movement speed to get out of this one. He'll fall. And Edie now in a little bit of trouble. Ooh, almost getting gripped up by Boofney. But he will have a blink just in the nick of time. Bone 7 looking to chase him down. I don't think that's really possible. It is, regardless of that fact, a 4-for-2 exchange if you count the Aegis as a death, which I normally don't. Mirana has now the Maelstrom and Match style. Jumping forward for an arrow will not find a target, but Goomba, they lose absolutely everyone. Come With Me is going to be buying back into this fight just to give these heroes a little bit of extra sustain. Can they bring down a tower here? There is quite a bit of damage with the Gyrocopter and the Mirana. It's actually gone for Heaven's Halberd and sold the Yasha. Oh, no, it's still there, actually. Heaven's Halberd versus Lycan is legit until he gets a BKB, and Lycan has actually gone for Blink Dagger? Okay. I mean, I guess if you're aggressively split pushing, that's great, but otherwise, it's pretty crap. Like, you need to be able to man fight in this type of game. Like, this team fight that happened over here, I don't even know if I can call that a team fight. That fight that happened back there, that is not a fight where you want a Blink Dagger. That's a fight where you want an Assault Cuirass. That's one where you have to really just sit there and man up and start swinging. Blink Dagger is good if you're going to be playing like the Clink's Blink Dagger, like a Nature's Prophet or something like that. And to be fair to the Lycan, that is something that he can do. That's probably something he's going to want to do at some point in this game. But for right now, he just lost Raxes. So Blink Dagger is like a 2,000 gold, quote-unquote, investment that is now worth nothing. And I'm pretty sure no government's going to bail him out of that. Bone 7 Boofney now. Darkness is their ally, and they're looking for Edie, looking for Chill, who are sitting right on top of him with the Zerp Ward. Here comes the Firefly. Can they get both? Blink out from both these heroes. They will get nothing. Good reaction times from Edie. Now the daylight is up, and Bone 7's going to see absolutely everyone. Boofney is going to be in a little bit of trouble, however. Moonlight Shadow is not going to save him versus these Necro units, but Sing Sing does relocate in. Boofney's still taking a lot of damage. Blink forward. Scabo should be able to kill off the Bane with the amplified damage, and he will. Comes in the meantime, is going to drag everyone to the north as Sing Sing is going to be chased down by the Wolf. Shapeshift, however, does run out. Moonlight Shadow still sticking. They jump a sentry a little bit too late. Seems like they were able to take out those melee Necro unit. Bone 7 and Gyrocopter in the backline. However, here comes the call down. BKB is up, and Chill's gonna take so much damage. Blackhand also turns on, so Wambo's also taking a lot of damage. Sing Sing coming in from the south side has to be very careful. Will completely dodge the Sonic Wave with the leap away, and Gyrocopter's still in the middle of everything. They finally land a lasso onto Wambo. Echo Slam is onto the Gyrocopter, but he's just not dying because of the Heaven's Halberd. He's not even gonna get healing from the Io at this point. They will kill off the Batter, they will kill off the Bane, but now they're stuck in the corner. They're both very weak. Oh, Arrow gonna go right between them. They see Wee Wambo there. Sing Sing will jump in way too far, however, will miss. Now Chill's gonna jump in, and here comes the man fight of the century as Chill will not win this one. No, he will! Oh, barely getting out of there. Unlucky Mirana. No lightning procs, but now Chill's gonna end up dying to the Gyrocopter. This game has had so many clowny fights. The Gyrocopter sees the gem. Probably should drop the ring. Although has to run away from Scabo. First of all, Blink, Orchid, Shadow Strike. Gyrocopter's going to turn and fight. Heaven's Halberd not being used just yet. He's just man-fighting Scabo at this point. Calldown is now here. Lifesteal is keeping him very healthy. Scabo has another Blink Scream soon. That will not be necessarily enough to insta-kill the Gyrocopter. Oh, Blink Scream, 11 HP. One more hit's all you need. Shadow Strike damage. BKB is up. Edie's going to throw a fissure. They see him. And that's going to be one more right-click worth of damage. This game is awesome, guys. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm having fun. And I'm pretty sure these guys are too. And really, that's why we're doing this, right? To have fun. Goomba are getting some pretty decent initiations off. They're taking the fights. This Lycan shapeshift is being very scary. It just doesn't seem like it lasts quite long enough. 18 seconds is not going to mean that much when the Io is going to take someone out of that fight for 11 seconds. They're trying to go for the Bane, but at this point, Bane is a Ghost Scepter. Io as well has had the Ghost Scepter for a very long time, and it looks like Kaipi's closing it onto a Heaven's Halberd of his own. So suddenly for Goomba, this build for the Lycan is going to need a BKB if it's going to be doing anything at all. Actually, there are 3 Ghost Scepters, soon to be 2 Halberds. And the only hero that you can actually hit as Lycan is Mirana, but she has Leap and Static Charge. So you really can't hit her, and if you can hit her, you can't. You don't want to, let's say. So this Lycan's really awkwardly positioned in this game right now. Still, as long as their teamfight ultimates keep landing, then Goomba will still be able to extend the fight for pretty much indefinitely, really. Blink Echo Slam, Winter's Curse on top with the Vacuum Wall. Sonic Wave or not, that'll be able to get some kills. As Kaipi, they are fairly bulky on the Gyrocopter. The Mirana, though, is very, very soft and has to be careful. Has an Ultimate Orb and a Drums as far as stats are concerned. That's about it. Sanjinyasha, rebuilt up, is actually going to lose the Talisman and grab a Butterfly. Wow, Visa's really having some fun with his items right now. Sanjinyasha into Heaven's Halberd, into No More Heaven's Halberd, into SNY and Butterfly. Arrow's going to be thrown, will connect onto Edie. Oh, that Earthshaker's not going to be in the fight. They lose the tower, jump in from the Lycan, but the pounce out from the Mirana is going to keep her safe. Bone 7 still detected because of the melee Necro units. Can he get down to the low ground? No. He's going to get cursed up. Come with me, he's still channeling his relocate. He'll leave by himself. And now Boofney, he's just going to try to TP out as well, but he's caught in the corner. Still invisible, but they do see him, and now he's going to be drilled down by someone. Darkseer to grab that with the Ion Shell. Cometh's going to return. Doesn't have his Ghost Scepter, doesn't really do that much up against a Queen of Pain. Has a tethered target soon. Fissure is going to slow him down. Arrow's going to come in. Cometh's going to get so far away. Run from the Scream. Heal. Oh, it's going to kill him off. I've never seen a tether that long before. But it is going to be Goomba taking a 3 for nil. They get a whole bunch and they don't lose anything. Now granted, the heroes that were not involved in that fight, Gyrocopter, Mirana, are the heavy hitters. Those are the damage dealers for Kaipi, and they just coincidentally were not in there. They can still take a fight even without their supports, but for Goomba, they have to be pretty happy about that. So they have the Echo Slam on Edie. They do know where the Gyrocopter is. They'll dive in looking for some burn damage. Unfortunately, the Butterfly is only going to make it so that one of those shots lands. And Visa should be fine to back off. Yeah, Kaipi playing things perhaps a little bit too over-aggressive again. If they just chill for a little... Why is there a Tango here? If they just chill for a little bit and take a little bit more of a gank-oriented approach to this game, they'll be in a much better position. Lycan, though, is going to shapeshift, look to intercept the Mirana. She has a leap and Manta Style, and, well, it looks like he'll just run right by. That's a little bit awkward. Now the arrow's going to fly. Wambo is going to not get hit by that one. But the Bat Rider's up again, and he's looking. Has the Mask of Madness, so his movement speed is high enough, his initiation is high enough, so he can go in, grab anyone, and for the most part, be safe in doing so.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Backdoor Lycan's gonna grab a tier 1. It's fine, it's just a tier 1 though. Next objective is gonna be Roche. Don't walk into this. Scabo. He's gonna get 4-staffed in. That's not a good position, because now Bone 7's that much closer. That's a little awkward. But here we go. Roche fight take 2. I'm excited to see this one. The first one was awesome, guys. Second one I can only hope is half as awesome as the last one. But for sure, Goomba, they are going to want to take it as a 5v5 engagement. Land those team fight ultimates, and Kaipi want to do the exact opposite. Get the pick off with the lasso, pop the BKB afterwards, and then just let loose. They don't have to commit that many heroes into this Roche pit. In fact, I'm pretty sure Gyrocopter is strong enough to do this by himself without overcharge. I mean, he doesn't even need that, I don't think. Roshan dropping, not doing any damage to the Gyro. And Come With Me is overcharging him, I guess, which is kind of cheating. But Goomba, this is their chance to go in and make a play. Giving up the Aegis to a Gyrocopter is a little bit too expensive for them. They really need to make sure that this doesn't happen, but it just doesn't seem like they're moving in the direction at the correct time. I mean, their high ground defense is really where they're at their strongest, but aside from that, Kaipi should have a free Aegis right now. Me going really deep right now. Not spotted just yet, unless there's a gem here. He's actually going to see absolutely everyone. Well, his Moonlight Shadow is going to time out soon. He's going to Nightmare up. We Wambo. Pop the Ghost Scepter. Just try to book it. The Lycan's going to look to cut him off. Now here comes Gyrocopter with static charge on him. Skabo, well, he's BKB. He's going to completely whiff his ultimate. What was that? The curse is really good. How cooldown is there. We'll lose the Aegis. Bounce out from the Mirana. She'll be fine. Chucks an arrow. Will land onto Wee Wambo. Gyrocopter's going to be back up. However, does not have a BKB. Is going to put Skabo down real low. And Wee Wambo, same thing. Will get the kill there. Boofney with the grip. Oh, can't quite find the movement speed to get it. And Chill will blink out afterwards. Very, very messy engagement there from Kaipi as they clump up and in a group walk into the Goomba side. But we might not be done yet, actually. Come with me. Kind of dropping low. He'll be fine. But Goomba, they used all of their big team fights for that. Team fight ultimates for that. Gyrocopter has another BKB right now. There is no creep wave, however. That's a little bit awkward. Seems like Purple wants to go down mid. Sing Sing drawing a big direct line, saying this is where he wants to go. Not really convinced about this Queen of Pains play. That's the second Sonic Wave that was completely botched. So, yeah, like, Skabo has to make sure that he just doesn't misclick, I guess. Because you Sonic Wave over those three targets. Those three targets are immediately dead. The curse there from Wambo was absolutely perfect, as was the Echo Slam, which started things off. So, you know, a lot of credit to the Earthshake and Winter Wyvern. They're really holding down the fort here for Goomba. And Kaipi, they're kind of just walking into it. Arrow should see the Lycan, albeit narrowly. Kaipi, keep in mind, are racks up right now. It almost doesn't seem like it, but it's working out for them. It's working out for Goomba right now. Batrider, however, taking to the skies, sees Lycan, sees Edie right behind him. Who does he want to go for? Wants to go for the Wolf, and Earthshake is going to blink away from it. Fissure a little bit too late. They'll drag him right into the arrow, and Heroin Dealer is so dead right now. Solar Crest evasion maybe helping out a little bit, but definitely not enough. Lycan's down for 70 seconds without a buyback. As now Come With Me is going to grab the second halberd of the game, yet the first one we see that's still here. Easy kill for Kaipi. And because the lasso is now level 3, the cooldown is going to be super low. I'd like to see the Aghanim Scepter on Batrider. It's actually real legit. But I don't even know if they're going to have enough time to build up that item because they're going to go in for the death blow. No Satanic up just yet on the Gyrocopter, however BKB, it is available. Only 5 seconds. Ultimates from the Goomba side. They have an Echo Slam, they have a Curse. They have a really good angle on the Gyrocopter right now who's going to leash the call down. Here comes Chill, blinking in, Echo Slam onto 3 right now. Sing Sing in a lot of trouble with Come With Me, but they'll pounce right out of it. Sonic Wave over the top, but it only at this point hits the Gyrocopter. Curse a little bit too late for Wambo. Is still going to land it, yeah, but it does no damage. Oh, that Curse could have been amazing if she just threw it out a little bit sooner. Now for Kaipi, they just have to take a couple seconds, rejuvenate back up to full, maybe get a pick off the Bone Sevens, get it. Orchid on his way in though. Force Staff out, Ghost Scepter as well. He'll be kept safe. I don't think this Orchid is going to kill him off. He'll have to TP out of there. Still taking a lot of damage over time from the Shadow Strike. He'll get back to the base. He'll be fine. Now the Raxes, they will not though. They will be fortified. Mirana doing a hell of a lot of damage to the range. Gyrocopter, same thing to the melee. And for Goomba, they have no more Echo Slam. They have no more Curse. Boofney is going to get jumped by the Queen of Pain. Does Ghost Scepter out. Is probably just going to lose his life, and he will. But he trades it for the Raxes, and now Gyrocopter is going to get actually left behind. Butterfly is going to help him out in quite a big way. Static Charge also returning a lot of damage. They're going to charge forward, looking for the Mirana, but she's way too quick. Gets yanked out by the IO. They'll lose the Gyrocopter on the retreat for sure. And they probably lose the IO when he returns. But that's still another set of Raxes taken now by the Kaipi side. I'm expecting the Sixes and Jukes here from Come With Me. He's going to get glimmered out. Oh, that's actually a Ghost. He's going to dodge the fissure, but he's still silent. He's going to tether away. He's not going to escape, though. Everyone is going to chase after him. There's 3 Blink Daggers at least, and a 4th hero that just has Blink. 37-31, Kaipi definitely having some fun with their game, but end result is the fact that they have taken Raxes. 15k is the lead for them. They're getting some pretty big items off of it. Satanic now complete on the Gyro. Sing Sing walking into the wrong neighborhood, however. Wambo does not have a Curse right now. Sing Sing is going to need to pounce out of here right about now. He's going to look for a go to down tilt, but now the Curse is up. And with the fissure there, they'll kill out the Mirana. A little bit of a slow reaction there from Sing Sing. Got the pounce off just a little bit sooner. Could have gotten down to that low ground. But now with 3 heroes dead, Goomba actually have a chance to go for this bottom lane push. Not quite sure if it's going to be strong enough to go all the way to the tier 3s and Raxes. But it's at least something. It's at least a tier 2. It's good enough for the Heroin Dealer. Back to protection for a little bit, but it will eventually be cancelled out. Push is coming onto the high ground, maybe. I feel like at this point, Goomba kind of have to try to go for high ground. Or at least, you know, try to force some heroes to teleport back. And it will just be a tier 2 tower after all is said and done. Boofney, he's looking for Skabo right now. Force Staff in. Nightmare is unfortunately not going to connect. It's only Come With Me coming in. He solo relocates in this game. Been pretty redonkulous. So yeah, they just have to wait 30 seconds until they have their Mirana back up. Roshan, he's not going to be up for a very long time. Kaipi can, grab a couple more items. Goomba's items are kind of coming up. Like, Solar Crest and Lycan is actually pretty good. But it's not BKB, and BKB, again, doesn't really help him that much up against Lasso and the Grip, but he just needs, like, some sort of sustainable item to actually get in and stay in those fights. Like, he really just can't afford to race Gyrocopter's damage output. That just won't happen. Kaipi looking for a pick off first. Smoke up. Bone 7 soon to be in flight. There he is. He sees Wambo. Oh, no he doesn't. Actually, he's going to fly right over. Or does he? Well, there's the Moonlight Shadow, so now they're invis once again. They're going to see Skabo instead. They're going to drag him very far away. There's no real follow-up to this one. Skabo's going to pop the BKB and blink out. Boofney's waiting for him with the grip, looking for the Nightmare to Wambo. Now has the grip sight onto Skabo. He's going to turn on for a Sonic Wave onto 3, but immediately gets ripped up and immediately canceled by the Curse of the Winter Wyvern. Call down is there, however. BKB's up on the Gyrocopter, doing so much damage to everyone. Will force everyone back right now. The wall's kind of been wasted, as everyone from Kaipi is going to be disengaging away from that. Gyrocopter BKB running out, but he does still have a Satanic. Blinking from Chill. 3-man vacuum bag. Echo Slam will kill off Mirana. Vision onto the Gyrocopter right now, has Satanic activated, and he's going to get right back up to full HP in no time flat. Flame Break is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Will that kill off Chill? It seems like it might. No, with the Guardian Greaves it won't. Wambo on the way out is going to force staff himself back into the base, and he'll survive as well. I can't believe everyone on Goomba actually lived from that one. That was so close. But for Kaipi, they lose 2 in exchange for 1. Buyback on the Shaker. The Gyrocopter may not have his BKB nor Satanic, but what he does have is Brute Force, stronger than that of Goomba. Still, it will be them to retreat. They force out yet another buyback, and, well, they could have gotten just a couple more kills if they were a little bit luckier, perhaps. Everyone from Goomba escaping at, like, double digits of HP. Kind of sucks, but then again, shit happens. I'm sure once the Gyrocopter gets, like, a MKB, Daedalus, something like that, that's not going to be happening anymore. Problem is for Goomba, however, is that they are so reliant on these big teamfight ultimates that if they're ever in a fight without them, I don't really see them winning it. And the Curse doesn't really have the longest cooldown, 90 seconds. Echo Slam is slightly longer than that. But Kaipi really just have like 100% uptime. If they don't have a grip in the fights, it's not really a terribly huge deal. Lasso uptime is so high with the 60-second cooldown. And, well, it's going to be even higher with the Refresher Orbs, so Bone 7 will always be able to jump right in. Get those lassos and get on out of there. That first smoke didn't really work out well for Kaipi, but they're going to try again, just just straight pushing under the cover of darkness, seems, although they do have another smoke, never mind. Now they're looking once again for some poor sucker from Goomba. Going for the Queen of Pain without being able to land an arrow as follow-up. Not even focusing her down before she gets the Sonic Wave off. Not exactly an ideal start there for the Kaipi side. But they're going to go again, going into the exact same area. Roshan is not responding just yet. Will respond in about 2 minutes. Bone 7 is going to take to the skies right now. Darkness Vision not exactly cooperating with him, but he is going to intercept. Wambo is going to jump in, grab the Winter Wyvern. Where's the follow-up here? Io's going to come in. They drag him right into the arrow. This Winter Wyvern is going to be stunned up for a hell of a long time. Now Refresher Orb. They have another lasso. They're going to blink in onto Skabo. Wambo's still surviving somehow. Calldown is going to come in, plus the Black Cannon turn down. Skabo will also survive his lasso. Wambo will finally go down. However, in the meantime, Grip onto the back lines. Lycan is stuck in the trees with the Mirana just wailing on him. He's going to pop his BKB, but he runs out of his ultimate duration. He's going to try to teleport out of here. That's not going to fly. They'll lose 2 Goomba, and they have still the Echo Slam and the Vacuum Wall, and that's nice and everything, but will they find their opening here? Edie, well, he's going to think about going for a visual, instead decide to just leave. Boofney looking to intercept them. Has a Nightmare, that's about all he has, though. Mirana's going to grab a Butterfly. With 2 heroes down, Kaipi at this point just want to test for buybacks. Push mid lane, force buybacks if there are any, and there are not for Goomba. This might just be Megas. Fortification will hold their Raxes for a little while longer. Bill's going to drop the Echo Slam with Sonic Wave over the top. Come with me. Will fall immediately. Gyrocopter as well. Before he can get the Satanic off, now they have to try to deal with the Mirana. Boofney is here. We'll put the Earthshaker to sleep. And Skabo's going to chase after Boofney, it seems. There is no grip right now. Chill's going to cut off Mirana, but you cannot race the Mirana's health pool. She's doing so much damage with the Butterfly. Chill now going to surge himself out. Fissure is going to wall off Mirana, and she should fall here, although here comes Bone 7. He's back. He's going to lasso up Skabo. Damage follow-up is not quite enough to get the kill, as Chill's also BKB popped, and he's going to try to run away. Edie gets clipped with an arrow, however. Brain Sap is there. With the Firefly, they'll burn down the Shaker. And Mirana's still alive enough to go for the rest of the Raxes. Relocation coming in from Come With Me just to give Sing Sing a little bit more juice. And Goomba, they have 11 seconds until their Lycan is up, but in that time, their Raxes will be taken rather. That's not English.
Dire's middle
Chill will
barracks
jump in, try to
has
go for
fallen.
Bone 7, but even if Bone 7 dies right now, they've already taken what they came for. They got Megas. Now Arrow going to fly through. Chill's going to get hit by that.
Dire's middle tower is
Bone
under
7's on the retreat. Here comes Lycan. He's going to shapeshift up. They do see everyone with the true sight from the Necro unit. Sing Sing stuck in the trees, actually. Bone 7's going to run off to the right side, going to drag everyone away from this Mirana. He's going to get up to the hill. He will fall. Mirana does Manta Style split out of the trees. Another arrow will fly. Will not connect on anyone. Boofney gets vacuumed back in. Chill's Ion Shell will get the kill. Now here comes the Gyrocopter. He's back from the dead. He has a call down available. He has the BKB. He's going to unleash both of them. Chill will get obliterated by it. Now another lasso onto Scabo. Jumping him very low. Lycan also buzzed down by the Gyrocopter in the meantime. Triple kill for Beast as they see Wambo. That should be the last one. Double buybacks here from Goomba. But again, they're basically going to be soon flooded with Megas, and Sing Sing somehow is still alive. We'll chuck an arrow. Wambo will see this one coming. We'll dodge it. Almost forced stabs right back into it, actually. Scabo's now going to try to race to come with me, but up against the Ghost Scepter, it's not going to happen. Chill going to jump in for a vacuum wall onto 3. Not bad, but there's no follow-up to this one. Sing Sing trying to fountain farm. Not going to fly just yet. We'll get cursed up and blink forward. They will kill off the Mirana. But can they kill off the Gyrocopter afterwards? Boofney is going to end up killing off the Queen of Pain. Now the Rocket Barrage onto Wambo. Looks like they don't quite see him. He'll get bumped back into his base. Kaipi are just playing around at this point. Mirana's going to buy out. I don't know if she has a TP back in. Seems like she doesn't, actually. But with the Megas, they'll kill off the Ancient. 45-40, and Goomba put up a hell of a fight. Definitely going to be an interesting game to look back on, but 50 minutes in, easiest Yasha of my life. Oh man. Alright, well, that is going to be it, guys. Kaipi taking Raxes like, what, 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in? Couldn't end it until 50, but doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is that you win the game. And Kaipi definitely did do just that. I mean, Goomba, they landed a couple of those good team fight ultimates, but aside from that, can't land it all the time. Cooldown's not really working out well for them all the time either. It is going to be Kaipi to walk away from the series with a 2-0. Of course, getting 3 points from that one, and that is going to mark the end of today. Kaipi now with 2 wins, a loss, and 2 draws, I believe. So, oh, that's actually out of date. So I'm not really sure exactly what they have, but they've been drawing for the most part for most of their games. So now they're obviously going to be in a little bit of a better position. Goomba still not really with a ton of points. Has a future series up against Golden Boys. Has a future series up against NLG. Neither of which are going to be super easy for them. But for right now, guys, we're done. I'm Mikelorus. It's been a pleasure casting these games for you guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to follow the channel because there are still more game show games in the upcoming days. Going to be taking a short trip to the Chinese region of Dota. Should be pretty interesting there. Also follow me on Twitter at Mikelorus. It's in the title. It's in the top right-hand corner of your screen. I'll see you guys next time. GG.